We continue to preview the 2025 college volleyball season. Our stop today is Mayville, North Dakota, as we visit with Elora Passa, who is heading into her first season as the head coach for the Mayville State Comets. Coach, I know you've been a part of the program for a while. We'll talk about that a little bit, but first off, congratulations on your new opportunity.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Tell us a little bit about the program. You were there most recently as the GA working as an assistant, and then you played for the Comets as
Mhm.
well. So has it been kind of a seamless transition?
Yeah, it's been awesome to be part of. I mean, coming here out of high school, I came as an athlete. I was like, didn't know what Mayville was. I was like, new place for me. Came, loved my experience as a student athlete. So coming in, and then my sister came shortly after, and I was like, this is a part I want to still be there for her. I want to be a part of the program. I love volleyball. I see myself coaching in my future. And then it presented itself that I was able to be a graduate assistant as well as playing my 5th year of volleyball with my COVID season. And then after that, there was an opening in the assistant position that I also applied for and was lucky enough to get. And then following that, the head coaching position opened up that I was also able to apply for, which it kind of just happened back to back to back, which was pretty fast. So been able to learn, and I've had a lot of support as I transition into this new role. But lucky enough, I was hired in early February. So I've had this transition time to kind of get my feet wet and get going before we start up in August.
So you've had the spring then to get to work with everyone from the position now as a head coach.
Yes, it's been awesome. I mean, the group of girls we've had have been super accepting of me in this new role and have been a great group to get started with. And it's been nice to kind of get there with them and build what we're looking for moving forward. And then getting to add all these new people come August will be awesome to be a part of.
All right. Well, let's go back just for a moment then. Let's talk about 2024 then and bring fans and others who are watching up to speed on where the program is right now. Record wise, last year, 8-19. However, Cos got off to a 7-4 start, and then things took a little bit different direction. Tell us a little bit about last year.
So I think we had a great senior leadership group. I mean, we had a group of about 24, 25 for this season. And then we had a group of 9 seniors, which were awesome for having that leadership role, having that experience. We had 2 of our starting outsides that graduated, 1 starting middle that graduated, 2 starting right sides that graduated, and then a couple from our back row as well. So a pretty impactful senior group. And I think that sometimes the pressure of your senior year can add to that. And everybody wants it to be perfect for them. We want it to be perfect for them for their last year. And I think this one of those where it's like you get into a little bit of a rut and it's hard to come out of. I mean, they played their best. It wasn't a night that they didn't go out and give it their all, and we were proud of them every time they did that. So I mean, the North Star is a tough conference to play in, and I know that same thing moving into the Frontier would also be a tough conference and a competitive conference volleyball wise. So we're excited to see some different teams. We've been playing a lot of the same people for however many years now, and then getting to get a little bit of some different competition as well.
Yeah, you get to keep some of those familiar names on the schedule, but it's going to be a whole new look. We'll talk about your schedule here in just a moment. Then, as we look ahead to 2025. Now, I want to ask this. I guess let me say it properly. Fortunately or unfortunately, you don't get to coach your sister as the head coach. Samantha Pesa led the team last year in kills per set, better than 3 kills per set. There, talk a little bit about her play there in her final season and who might be stepping up.
Yeah, so obviously, like I mentioned, we're losing 2 starting outsides, Sam being one of our impactful players. She got to play 6 rotations coming her senior year. I mean, she brought a lot of leadership, not only in the front row, but the back row. Having that steady, constant piece on the floor at all times was awesome. She did a great job of not only being a positive leader, but being able to keep the team like calm, cool, and collected when things get chaotic, as they do in all competitive situations. So that'll be definitely a piece that we're looking for moving forward, is someone to step up into that leadership role, whether it is 3 rotations or 6 rotations. But obviously, losing such a big group across the whole front row, I think that's something that will be our biggest change moving forward, as far as like not only are you losing your kill leader, but you're losing all of your starting front row besides 1. So it'll be a lot of new pieces, and using our preseason to kind of figure out who's going to mesh with who's going to work best in these positions to hopefully get the job done come conference season.
We're visiting now with Coach Elora Pesa, heading into her first season as the head coach for Mayville State. And one of the things that you get to do is bring in a little bit of help. So your assistant, a familiar name, Peyton Richter. She got to play with you as well and be a part of the team. You were teammates for a while, and now she's going to be, I guess, a teammate again, just from a different position.
Yeah, so she's kind of in a similar boat that I am. So her younger sister, Victoria Richter, is one of our athletes currently who is going to be a junior. So it was kind of one of those situations too where she wants to be, she played, she loves the game. She was previously coaching at a high school in the area, so she has continued coaching after playing. And then now it was one of those where another opening comes, presents itself, and she wanted to continue to be a part of a program that she loves and wants to give back. And so knowing that I work well with her, we work well together, had a great experience. I know that I can trust her. She brings great knowledge, not only in the setting position, but the defense position. And so I think we'll be a great balance and a good mesh and a mix together.
That's fantastic. And as the program got to sow into you with your sister, you get to do the same thing with this program for her and her sister. What a great setup. I think that's fantastic, Coach. You were talking about the six rotation and running 6-2 last year. Lindsay Nyhagen, Noelle Erickson, excuse me, a big part of that. Are they coming back, and what roles will they fill? Are you looking to run that look again?
Yes, so they will both be seniors entering into their last year with us. So looking at that, it'll be good to have two senior setters out on the floor, hopefully bringing that constant piece of leadership that we're looking for in those areas, especially in the setter role. It's a big leadership role as far as running the offense, and having that experience from last year and bringing that into this year. I think that'll be beneficial, being that I was able to work with them last year and they kind of understand what I'm looking for them out of that, and then being able to help with our new offense coming in as far as our hitters go and being able to work on that connection piece. They have that leadership, and so I'm excited for them to be able to share that with our new people as well.
With a look like that, and Samantha obviously saw a lot of time on the offense, led the team in digs as well. Andrea Marshak led the team in blocks. Talk about her play, and how do you see your defense shaping up?
Yeah, touching on Andrea, she has grown tremendously from her freshman year to now going into her junior year. It's just been continuously, she gets better every single day. She's put in a ton of work, not only blocking, but offensively. And I think she'll be a key factor for us moving forward, as far as not only is she a tall middle blocking wise, but offensively, she's continuing to grow. And that's what we're looking for moving forward. Defensively, I think we have a great returning group. We have Victoria Richter, we have Tali Cornelius, and then we have Alex Neschheim as well in the back row. So a great group of defensive players that are coming with experience too. Maybe not varsity playing time experience, but having the experience on the team and what our expectations are for Comet volleyball.
All right, Coach. And I think we get an overview there of 2025, what this fall might look like. In getting to know our coaches this summer, one question has been consistent throughout. So I know this one might be a little bit of a challenge for you in particular, just because of the time period. But I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Favorite 80s song or 80s band? And I know you weren't alive during that stretch, so that's all right. Tell me what might come to mind.
Yeah, being an early 2000s baby, I don't know if I could nail it off the top of my head without Googling it, but like Motley Crue, is that 80s, right?
Yes.
No, I'd probably go with that. That would sounds pretty familiar. I would know some of those songs, like that'd be a group that I would probably gravitate towards.
All right, that's fine. And I know it's a stretch, but that is the question of the summer. So I didn't want to change it for you, even though
Yes.
your birth year started with a 2. That's okay.
Yeah. Getting me educated. It's good.
Well, it needs to be done. Those are
Yes.
important things, Coach. They're the important things. All right, the schedule gets underway here in the not too distant future. As a matter of fact, as of this recording, just a little more than a couple months out. And it is a different look conference-wise. The Frontier Conference will provide 22 matches for you, so that helps, I'm sure, in scheduling. But you're also going to start the year in Sioux City at the Siouxland Invitational. Tell us a little bit about the schedule for 25.
Yes, so we're looking to move in early August for preseason. We'll have a couple weeks to kind of figure some stuff out before we go to Siouxland tournament in Sioux City, Iowa, the 22nd, 23rd of August. And then after that, we'll start up with conference right away on Wednesday, September 3rd. We head to Valley City, which is awesome. Get to start out with a nice close rival game to start out the conference season. So we're familiar with seeing from obviously them coming from the North Star, but then we kind of get in to the bulk of our travel. I mean, I think that's the biggest difference here is obviously seeing different teams. The level of competition is great with the Frontier volleyball teams, but then kind of the rigor and the stress of travel that can have on student athletes as far as like missing classes due to travel, having to sit on a bus for 12, 13 hours at a time. I mean, that can be pretty impactful to a game. So I think that's something we're going to have to learn and navigate as the season moves on and as we go through this year of kind of the first for everyone. Not only is it the first for us, but it's the first for all of these teams going through that. So we'll all kind of be in similar boats, but I think just navigating the travel schedule as well as like being game prepared and how we're adjusting with our bodies, not only physically, but mentally.
All right, Coach. Well, we're going to follow the Comets this year, and congratulations again for your opportunity. Coach Elora Passa, the new head volleyball coach at Mayville State. Success to the Comets this year, Coach, and thank you very much for taking time to visit with us today here on Midwest Sportsnet.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.